Have you ever wondered about the power of faith and its impact on our lives? It's a question that takes center stage in the 31st chapter of the book of Isaiah. In a nutshell, this chapter delivers a powerful message. God warns his people not to rely on Egypt. Instead, they should trust that God will deliver them. All they need to do is repent, and their enemies will be destroyed. This message is beautifully encapsulated in the first two verses. Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help and rely on horses, who trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but do not look to the Holy One of Israel or consult the Lord. And yet he is wise and brings disaster. He does not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the helpers of those who work iniquity. The Israelites sought the help of the mighty Egyptians to combat the Assyrians, believing that strength could overcome strength. However, they overlooked a fundamental truth. No matter how strong a man may be, he cannot surpass the heavens. The heavens are in God's hands, and all natural disasters are part of his plan. Verse 8 illustrates this point. The Assyrian shall fall by a sword, not of man, and a sword, not of man, shall devour him. This refers to the incident when King Sennacherib of Assyria's army of 185,000 was killed overnight by an angel of the Lord outside the walls of Jerusalem. When people woke up, they saw bodies everywhere. In today's world, many might find this hard to believe. Modern society is steeped in science. How could an army be decimated overnight without a battle? It's likely that they encountered some form of natural disaster, such as an earthquake, tsunami, or plague. The ancients might have termed this a divine punishment. The concept of divine punishment is an integral part of many ancient philosophies. For instance, the Mohists in ancient China believed in a higher non-human entity known as heaven. Heaven has its will and can dominate human order, rewarding the good and punishing the wicked. The Christian faith also has its version of divine punishment, with heaven referring to God. For example, in the book of Genesis, the city of Sodom was destroyed by divine fire due to its wickedness. Moreover, in the book of Exodus, Pharaoh's ill treatment of the Israelites led to God inflicting 10 plagues on Egypt. On the surface, this seems like God's punishment on the Egyptians. However, it also represents a spiritual battle, with the God of the Israelites, Jehovah, triumphing over the gods worshipped by the Egyptians. The phrase, relying on a mountain, the mountain will fall, relying on a person, the person will run, rings true in our world, where most relationships are based on mutual benefits. If you lack something to offer, relying on anyone will be futile. The Israelites' attempt to lean on the powerful Egyptians serves as a perfect example. However, in times of difficulty, it's natural for us to seek help, to find someone reliable to lean on. But everyone has their own problems. Who can you rely on? Here I want to express my gratitude to the Lord, for the Lord of hosts has said, "Not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts." Zechariah 4:6. For the Lord God is a sun and shield. He bestows favor and honor. He does not withhold any good thing from those who walk uprightly. O Lord of hosts, blessed is the one who trusts in you. Psalm 84:11. This is the essence of Isaiah 31. Trust in God, not earthly powers. Repent and witness the power of faith. It's an age-old message that still rings true today. It's a reminder that in our darkest times, we must lean not on our understanding or earthly powers, but on God. For he is our sun and shield, our source of favor and honor. Blessed indeed are those who trust in him.